Okay, what's up everybody? Here it is. This is an unboxing of the infamous and elusive Nintendo Switch. Here's the box, as you can see. And the side. I recommend you keep these boxes. Don't be like me when I was younger. I threw away my N64 box and now that thing just docked the price of about, I don't know, 40 bucks. So, this console is the first Nintendo console I bought since Nintendo 64 home console. The last Nintendo item I actually bought was a new 3DS XL, brand new, and my limited new Nintendo 3DS. This is pretty good. This has games on par with the Nintendo 64, and they even did some Nintendo 64 remakes on this system. But the Nintendo Switch is what it's about right now. This is the first system that actually got me excited since the N64. So, without further ado, let's get to unboxing this and see what's inside. So, there's no plastic or anything, there's just tabs. And go like that. I turn it around here so you guys can read the instructions. So you just plug it in, set it up, and that's about it. What's so good about this system is that it is semi-portable. If you want to carry a $300 system around with you, well, it's $300, then with tax $330, and with the game you're paying about $70, and if you got a Pro controller then you're paying another $70, and it adds up quick. For a real good setup you're probably gonna pay around 500 bucks. So wow, guys, there it is. That is beautiful. I decided to get the neon colored one with the blue and red because some guy at GameStop kind of tipped me off that these might be going out of production because most people are buying the gray ones, and that seems to be the best seller for them. So that's probably what's going to happen in the future, maybe. Let's take a look at this. Wow, guys, this is tiny. My hands aren't that big, but if you can see that, it's like almost the size of my pinky here. And now you can actually press the joysticks. So these are called Joy-Cons, and this is the blue one and the red one. Do not lose these. These are about 50 bucks a piece, and about 80 bucks if you buy them together. And as you can see here, it says Nintendo and has all these other markings. Another thing you don't want to do is mix and match. So you know this one's plus, that one's minus. So left and right. And I like the color because it makes it easier to... Anyways, let's put that aside real quick and actually take out the Switch tablet. Let's take a look at it. So here's the tablet. And as you can see on the side, that's where it will actually dock. It says Nintendo Switch on the back, and this is the kickstand, the infamous kickstand, first gen kickstand. I don't know if I'm gonna get a newer generation when this comes out. I still have my original N64, so there you go. That's the ports that the Joy-Cons connect to. There's the USB Type-C charger and connector. This looks like air vents up on the top here, and this is where the game card goes through the cartridge. Yeah, I didn't buy the Wii or the Wii U. You know, Nintendo's always been cartridge gaming to me, so I kind of waited until they came out with a cartridge system. This is actually kind of flimsy, feeling it. It's probably hooked on by just some little tabs of plastic. So I'd say be careful with that, guys. Don't just yank it. And infamously, it also has a 3mm headphone jack. It still doesn't have Bluetooth headphone capability. And there's volume here and power. Like I said, the USB Type-C. Let's see the kickstand. Everyone says this thing yanks out. I could see why, yeah. It's a little flimsy. Just a little piece of plastic. I plan to dock this most of the time because I have my 3DS and I like the games on that. But every once in a while I might decide to take this out for a spin, so let's put a Joy-Con in there. Here, the infamous Switch click. There you go. And let's put them on the other side. Yeah, so it clicks just like the thing. And I could see this, why people opt for the Pro Controller, because this actually kind of gets in your way, your thumb here, if you're using the action buttons. Yeah, and then this is not a true D-pad on this side, on the blue side. But damn, it's pretty beautiful, guys, with the thing, and it's all fully Nintendo branded. Yeah. Let's see what else is in the box. Put that stuff back in here. The only problem I have with a tablet-style video game console is that everyone knows these tablets and these phones, the battery life eventually wanes and then dies, and you're going to be left with a brick. And I hope that does not happen with this. The other thing is they constantly update tablets and phones and all that. Eventually yours won't be working with the newer games or newer apps, whatever comes out for the Switch later on. So just let you know that $500 investment that you're probably going to be making just to play one game on this won't take you far in the future. So let's put that aside and see what else we got in here. Alright, so this is the Joy-Con grip to make it more like a traditional controller. Nintendo branded, Nintendo Switch brand, if you can see that in the center. It's kind of hard to see, it's embedded in there. That's probably what I'm going to be using most of the time until I buy a Pro Controller, which I was planning to, but then I decided I'd give this a try first, because I like having grips on my thing. Even my 3DS has a grip. This is the other part. It's got buttons for the top of the Joy-Con when they're used separately, and it's got a lanyard to wrist strap, which is okay looking. So a lot of this seems like cheap plastic. Cheaper plastic, I guess. Probably on par with 3DS. I'm not really going to use these, so put it back until I need it. Maybe if I play two-player games, but right now the only game out is Zelda at the time that I'm talking. Probably another one of these on the other side, I'm guessing, right here. So that's for the plus side. Got a Nintendo Switch manual that tells about system updates. Just kind of like a poster. And on this side, you've got the dock wrapped in styrofoam, and then the bubble shield. So everyone says this scratches your Switch up. So before you dock it, I recommend you just put a screen protector. But that's only if you're in a rush doing it. So let's put that down first and put this stuff away. That's where my Switch is probably going to be living for most of its life, inside that dock, except on special occasions. Yeah, put that away. Let's take a look at the dock. So the dock has the logo embedded on there also. On the inside, you can see it's just a USB Type-C connector. On the back it says Nintendo. The plastic on this actually reminds me of the N64 or the original NES, which I kind of like. It's not glossy, it's matte, and then a little gloss just on the logos. Yeah, that's a throwback right there. That's retro. But guys, look at that. So you got the AC adapter, USB, HDMI out, and then they're probably going to route through here. And on the side, you got two USB ports, probably for charging controllers and whatnot. But it's basically a dock that the Switch can live in. Let's put that aside and so you get an HDMI cable along with everything, and you got the AC adapter. This has come a long way, actually, since the N64. Alright, so here's the AC adapter. My camera cut off, but like I said, it's come a long way since the power brick of the N64, which is, like I said, the last home console that I bought from Nintendo. And this one's kind of fun. It's branded Nintendo on there. It looks like a regular power brick, and that's the connector. It's a USB Type-C. So, anyways, guys, that's the end of the unboxing for the Nintendo Switch. I'm probably gonna set it up and turn it on and all that later. I kind of got to pick up some people right now, but we'll get to that later. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm probably going to end up playing Zelda like everybody else right now. But I like the feel of this, guys. It's like holding a real system in your hands, I guess. So, alright guys, have fun, keep gaming, like, subscribe, you know, open stuff out. Alright, so it's time to lift the Switch out, but before I do that, I'm going to give you the setup here. So here's my PS2, here's my Blu-ray player, and AV switcher that goes between the PS2, PS1, and N64. My Mac Mini, just to show you there. My hard drive. The Switch is gonna live this way, on this side here, and it's easier actually to get to the USB chargers that way. My PS1. And the dust cover, and then 3DS and N64. But that's what it's gonna be. Let's fix this up and see what it's telling me to do here. Alright, so this setup is telling me to put the Joy-Cons on to the side here. I had it on the controller, so we'll get to this real quick. Alright, so I got one on. You can hear it click here. Alright guys, anyways, I'm going to set that up and probably play Zelda later, so that's for real this time. Open stuff out.